Hi everyone, I am EVA Young Akude, Miss International Nigeria 2016 and Nigeria's official representative at the Miss International Pageant 2016 in Japan. Welcome to Nigeria's #1 pageant TV talk show, After the Crown. On the show, you will get to know more about what it takes to win a crown, because I will be bringing you unfiltered stories and exclusive access into the lives of your favorite beauty queens and kings. So stay tuned. Hi people, we are back with another episode of After the Crown. And as always, we bring you the best kings and queens on the show. Today we are thrilled to have our very first Pageant King on the show, who has a CV overfilled with accomplishment, if I do say so myself. He was Mr. Teen 2016. He was Nigeria's representative at the Mr. Model International, where he bagged the title of African Continental Champion. Face of OPO 2020, Mr. Global Nigeria 2022, where he made it to top 17 and top 5 in national costume. He was also crowned Mr. Popularity. He is also a producer of Misters of Nigeria. In case you guessed Emmanuel Somto, yes, you are right. Welcome on the show, Emmanuel Somto.
Thank you for having me.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Are you excited to be on the show?
Of course, comfortable couch, beautiful host. Why not?
You are our very first pageant king on the show. Do you know that?
My honor.
Oh,
Thank you.
We're also honored to have you. Everybody's watching. We want to get to know Emmanuel. Somto or Emmanuel?
Emmanuel Somto.
Do I say it together or just one?
Somto.
Okay, so we want to know more about Somto, right? And that's why you're here. So our very first question, was Mr. Teen Nigeria your very first pageant?
Actually, no. Before Mr. Teen, I did like 4. Well, Mr. Teen was my first win, so that was the one like...
Everybody knew
yeah.
with. Okay.
Yeah.
So how was it? How was the journey?
That one was like, that point, you've been doing something and you'd be like, okay, maybe this is not for me, right?
Okay.
So that one, you're like, okay. Even before that one, actually, there's one I did. You know, there's a way you be in a competition, you have an idea that somehow, it should be me. I'm winner, it's clear. And then they threw you out of the camp.
Wow.
Because, yeah, I've had all of those experiences. They threw you out of the camp because probably there was someone, you know. So I left the camp a day.
Sorry to cut you short. When you say threw you out of the camp, were you like evicted before the grand finale, or what happened?
They came up with some sort of eviction that we didn't know about, they didn't tell us about whatsoever, and it was clear that it was planned for me just to be out, right? Yeah, maybe that was how I felt then, but that prepared me for Mr.
What pageant
10.
was that?
Actually, the pageant doesn't exist anymore, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
Fair enough. So you won Mr. 10. Just tell us, how was the journey? Preparations, you ended up winning. That was like great, but how was it like all through your journey? What was it like?
Mr. Teen was in 2016, and that one I knew I needed to win it. I was 19 at the time. I'm like, if I don't win it now, I can't win it again. I won't compete when I'm 20, right? So I did everything I could, like prepared. You know, if you want to win a pageant, all those stages you take and stuff, I did that, and luckily for me, the crowd was really massive. We energized me, gave me much confidence on stage that day. People that came to support me all the way from East here in Lagos. So it was awesome, and baby, the judges found me worthy, and it happened, and it was really, really fulfilling because I didn't do any extra thing. It happened, and it was like, this is for me. So because of that, how pure the winning was, I had to really, really utilize the opportunity, and yeah, that was it.
Did you think that all of those other pageants that you didn't win, do you think it sort of prepared you for Mr. Teen?
Of course, 100%. It prepared me because I knew, that was why I fought harder to win that one, right? So yeah.
Okay, so you recently, let's even talk about your Mr. Model International Pageant, right? What was that?
It was in 2019. Yeah, it was in
Where
Thailand,
did you take them?
Bangkok. Yeah.
Oh, okay. By the way, you live in Bangkok, right?
Yes. Actually, that last competition, that Mr. Model International, it gave me the opportunity to move there for study.
Okay.
So I studied in Thailand, and during the competition, I was actually linked to a modeling agency. So they were the ones that, you know, together with some Nigerian leaders there that received me after the contest, they helped me gain admission, and I moved there. So I just operate from there to wherever I want to go.
That's sweet. Can you say something in? Can
in
you
Thailand?
speak? Yeah.
Sawadee Kap.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You used to that, right?
I used to see that.
Kap, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going to learn, but I don't know anything. Yes. Okay, let's talk about your recent pageant you went for, which is Mr. Global International, right?
Yep.
How was that?
My biggest and my most challenging, just most everything so far, right? And the fact that I thought it was going to be my last one, I decided to like do it different, a whole different way, like I've never done. Like that was the yeah. So it was really, really a long one, and the fact that due to COVID they postponed it for a long time, so it was an easy one for me. I get tired of going to the gym because me, I'm not a gym person. You know?
were always going in preparation
yeah,
for
I was going, and then they'll shift the dates again. Me, I'll relax when they give us new dates.
When was this supposed to hold?
It was supposed to hold last. It was actually 2021 edition, done in 2022. So it was awesome. Loads of experiences that I'm grateful for. Yeah. Nice.
You were awarded Mr. Popularity. You also made it to top 17 and also top 5 in national costume, right? Yep. That win was not just for yourself, it was for the whole of Nigeria, and we're proud of you. How did you feel?
I felt fulfilled, but not completely, because I felt like I deserve at least top 10 at most, you know, but yeah.
Do you think you could have done more, or what do you think you could have done differently in order for you to bag that placement?
Honestly, there's nothing I could have done differently except maybe bribing, because yeah, I did everything. Everyone in that place noticed and they were really intimidated, and the fact that I was small and yet pulling off stuff, everything, every of the segments, competitions I placed, you know, so I just felt like at least I could have been in top 10.
So you think you were?
I don't know, but even the top 17, if there was if there's a possible way to remove me, I think they could. I don't know who, maybe the organization or the judges or whomever, but I just feel like I was able to make that top 17 because of the popularity fast track. So
tell us more about the pageant, because I want to know about the pageant itself. Do you think it's a pageant that, you know, they don't do like bribing, like you said, like they're straightforward, you know, they're honest, and I don't know what word to use, but
yeah,
just tell us about the pageant.
I'm not insider, I do not know, but I mean, a lot of us felt bad after the competition, yeah. Personally, I've not been in touch with the president till now, but it's one competition I'm really grateful for. I like it, I like their brand, it's like one of the best. So I still have a relationship with them, because obviously there will be another Mr. Global Nigeria competing, yeah, but I wasn't satisfied.
You've set like the pace for the next person, and well done for that. Let's talk about Nigerian pageant industry. Do you think the male pageant itself is being well recognized?
Well, this issue, we've talked about it a lot of times. Both male and female pageant, I do not think any of them are well recognized.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, we know that for sure. In general, they're
male.
like like this. But when we talk about the male pageant in Nigeria, I feel like it's like low bottom.
That's true. With male pageant, sponsorship is a big problem. You know, getting sponsors is really by the grace of God. That's even for the organizers producing it, and then for contestants. So there's a lot of challenges with male pageant, and the fact that it's really hard dealing with group of young men, you know, so it's totally different actually, like you said. And the fact that people had this perception that beauty pageant is just for females, so when men are doing it, they don't really take them seriously. But a couple of great guys have come out of this, you know, stuff and diverted to other phases of their lives, pageantry giving them that opportunity and platform. So I think the individuals are doing great, but the system needs a lot of work.
Sure. True. What do you think can be done in order to fix this?
We need someone who has pageant experience or has been in pageant industry to get into government, so it will be
and
easier.
Also have a passion.
Exactly, passion as well. Passion is another thing.
Yes.
A lot of people in the business do not have passion. It's just they saw that people shining with it, they just tap it. Someone like you now, I mean, I think the last time you did a pageant was 2016 or 17, right?
Yeah,
you're still here, grooming people, doing show like this. It means the passion is
there. Yeah.
Somebody like me, I do pageant like every 2 years.
True, we need
passion,
like people with
if
such passion.
Those people with that passion, you will know, and somehow we're kind of networked, you know. So I think someone with such passion going into government will be able to, like, I don't know who is in charge.
Push it through that platform.
Once the government comes on board, forget it.
Because you see like other countries,
Cote d'Ivoire and the rest,
they are so big on, you know, the pageant industry. They support as much as they can, and you can just tell from their representative how much they are, you know, putting so much effort to push them. I can't wait for Nigeria to be like that, honestly. We know you as, you know, Somto, the versatile person, the model, the pageant king, the businessman. Is there a side to you that people don't know?
Well, some people just see my Instagram and they like, okay, yeah, maybe he travels a lot, or maybe he's working, but actually, one thing people don't know about me is I never rest. I'm always working. I'm always looking for money. And, you know, sometimes the money is not coming immediately, but you're hoping that it will come sometime. So I'm just, would I say, restless person? And that's really not a good thing, you know, but I like the fact I'm doing it for what I want, you know, and my dream and drive, right? So another thing is that aside the travels, I actually use my sense, you know, because people have this perception that, okay, there's nothing else around this one. It's just traveling and moving around. But then most of my travels are work, and I want them to know this, right? Most of my travels, they are for work. So it's not like I have plenty money to burn or move around. Stop billing me.
Very important. Stop billing him.
So yeah, there's a lot. I'm just an ambitious young guy. I've done all sort of jobs when I was younger, you know, because I left secondary school at 15. I'd be 16, right? So I started hustling from then. So I've done everything. Now I'm just trying to mold myself into a man and then have my own family. So with that, it's keeping me always restless and hustling.
Aww.
That's one thing. I don't post on Instagram, so.
Let's talk about how you became the producer of Misters of Nigeria. Was this something you planned for, or it just happened?
Well, just like we said, passion. If you notice, these days, most pageant organizations, they just have to find a way to bring in someone who has experience and also passionate to help, right? So I see a lot of people doing it here in Nigeria. It happens already in other major pageant countries. So I guess that's what happened. Instead of Nigeria is just an organization of young people who want to make a change in the male pageant industry, right? So they just come together to do it. No sponsor, no nothing. It's their funds. I'm part of them, you know. So I produced the last year. I produced this year as well, you know. So me producing just literally mean having the whole idea about how it will go, what will happen, and all of that. But I don't have a say on, you know, who wins and the rest of them, right? So yeah, just to make sure we have a great show.
Do you see yourself as becoming a national director for the pageant? One day?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully you are, because I think you're going to do a great job.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you.
So, you know, we've had other queens come on the show and they've spoken about how they prepared for the international pageant. Yeah. We want to know, what's the preparation like when you're going for a male pageant? Since you're our very first, you know, pageant king on the show, we want to know. Okay,
thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Yeah, basically for male pageants, you need to be sure you have people to support you with all of these requirements and the rest of it. And then I used to tell guys, a lot of us don't work out like me now, but not when I'm going for a competition, because however you do it, yeah, for male pageant, the body is very, very important, especially the international pageant. They won't tell you, but when you get there, you see that the ones with good body, they are the front. Even the hot picks is always the ones. It mustn't be so big, right? But at least your body should be defined. Let it be that, okay, you are a man, you have the whole, you know, stuffs like that.
Packs.
Luckily for me, I'm small, but when I work out, easily shows, right? At least I can manage it. When I take a picture, it will, you know, so stuffs like that. So I think, guys, we need to be more serious about workouts during or after a competition. Just before going for pageant, make sure your body is really good. You don't have to be a bouncer. Secondly, fan base is very, very top notch for both male and female. Most of the guys these days, they don't even have Instagram you can go to and really be proud of going through. Yeah. Aside the numbers, their posts is horrible and stuff. At some point, we have to start managing some people's accounts so it can look good. Yeah. I mean, if you're going for a pageant, if you're going for a pageant, your caption should be well put together. Pass a message. Let people feel you through reading your caption. Your photos should all be detailed. I mean, when you're going for international pageant, for example, you won the national, you're going for even the nationals. I think you should be able to, all your looks, you should have a shoot with them. Of course,
I mean, preparation starts from you going for your national pageant.
So it's very, very important as well. Just be prepared, because actually there's some things pageant people don't know. The judges, before they already are where they will be judging, right? So they usually go to this guy's page, and before the final day, they already have favorites. So that day, they might see you on stage. They know they look you because they never reason you already. But those ones where they don't reason, it's always
like, okay,
high
so
score,
whenever they
score,
come, like, oh, okay, I remember that one.
So
true.
Your Instagram, Facebook, and some of them again forget Facebook. The truth is, we're all doing Instagram now, but Facebook has more. It's easier to get people. A lot of people are still there. People are willingly ready to support. Instagram, everybody's forming. Some people see your pictures, they do not comment. I know most of us don't use Facebook again like me, right? I do, but the fact is, use the both. Use all your platforms. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Just hype yourself online first so people will see you and support you. Thirdly, when you're in the camp or in the competition, I think you should really be yourself. Enjoy the show. Do not be so curious about what happening.
Am I gonna win?
All of that. The moment you start doing that, you are already losing it, right? So just focus on the show
and
enjoy it. Anything that will happen will happen. If you like, be the most serious, fake it, everything. If you're not winning, you're not winning, right?
Exactly.
And again, I think you should have a team. We've grown now in Nigeria, especially. I mean, people like you've grown people. Like, you should have a team. You can't do it alone. You should have people who decide what you wear today, what you do tomorrow, blah, 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 check on you and make sure that things are on check. Well. And above all, try to, let me talk about this. Try to know how to talk to people. A lot of people, we all know how the perception they have for male pageant. You know, everybody believes everybody going into male pageant is either gay, bisexual, and the rest. So a lot of DMs will come to you. What makes you a mature man is how you handle these things. I think you shouldn't do what you don't have to do, and you shouldn't be pressured into it as well. And at the same time, you shouldn't be too rude to people, because those same people, you don't even know where and how you jam them again, right? So I think just be very, very smart about every move you make in pageant, because we've seen a lot of people come out, they are so cute, they are so hot and everything. After that, they just disappear. Nobody sees them, nothing happens again because of a lot of things. So just be yourself, and that's it.
Wonderful. Like, hope you're taking notes. This is not just, he's not just talking for talking's sake. These are like important steps that you should take before you go into either national pageant or international.
All right.
So thank you so much for that advice. So, sponsorship is actually quite important when you're preparing for a pageant, national or international.
Right.
How do you advise people to get, or queens or kings who are interested? How do you advise them in order to get sponsorship?
I'll share my own personal way of doing it. Basically for myself, when I'm going for a competition, I already have an idea, like maybe 6 months earlier or 1 year. So I have to do, first of all, my own personal savings and hustle and save up for that, because you can always trust yourself, right? I've been in so many situations where people promise me oh, I'll do this. Don't worry. And they always tell you, don't worry. Oh, the competition is next month. No worry, by that next month. They now disappoint you. And it's a competition. Once you have those kind of disappointments, it will show. Somebody like me, I'm very emotional. I start weighing you down. So I do not. When I'm doing a pageant, that's the only competition I've been doing so far, right? So I will only talk about pageant. I do not depend on people. I try to raise. It's not like I have money, but I try to hustle for my own money and push myself as much as I can. Any other thing that comes, fine. But then, one secret I have is that when people believe in you completely, they can support you, right? So when they feel like it's a waste of money or this person is not serious or they're not doing good enough, they don't want to support, right? So for me, anything I'm doing at all, if I ask, so if I ask, people seem to really come out, right?
Because
so
one who puts his all in everything.
So I feel like what people need to do now, we don't really have much of organizations, government and stuff sponsoring, you know. So what you should do for your own friends or people who know you even on social media to support you is show them the value, the reason for that support. Let them see how passionate, how prepared, how ready you are. If somebody see a winner, they know, right? So nobody wants to put their money. Just like BB Niger, right? People always invest in those ones they know that would win. So I think you should work on your own self. So as somebody will see a reason to give you, even if it's 5K or 10K, you understand me? Yeah, that's just it. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Nice. Thank you. Okay, so before we actually move on to, I have a favorite, part of the show, which is a game segment.
Amazing.
But before we move on to that, I want to play a game that is not a game. Okay, let's do this. It might be hard, but you just have to do it. You have to do it.
I'm not a game person, but let's see.
It's not a game, it's a question.
All right.
But you just have to say.
I'm good.
You answer
anytime. Sure.
Truthfully. Okay, so name. Are you ready?
Let's see. I know it's your top, but go on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Name 2 worst pageant.
Okay.
And 2 best pageant in Nigeria.
Worst.
Yeah, think about it.
Actually, first of all, what turns me off is the name. First of all, before I even start looking at anything else about a pageant, is the name, right? Although I know Misters of Nigeria, the name really sound new to Nigerians, but I've seen a lot of places, Misters of Netherlands, Philippines, major countries, they have it. And it always happens where they have more franchises and they just want to be, that name is an umbrella. At the end of the day, they crown Mr. whatever franchise they have, right? So I know our name is kind of weird as well, but there are some names I've seen in recent time. The sash is so bogus, so that is a turn off for me as well. So once I now look into the pageant and I'll see that, okay, there's a lot more wrong. So I really cannot remember the names right now of those particular.
But it doesn't necessarily need to be like in the male.
Yeah, I know. It's female pageant anyways that I'm talking about. We have more females than male. When I don't run out of names, save.
I swear.
Like I even say Miss Flower, Nigeria.
Okay.
So I cannot remember the names. But best, I cannot really say best. Although,
no, you have to name worst.
Okay, let me be sincere now, since a lot of young people would watch this. I would say, in as much as we've been dragging MBGN in recent times, including myself, right? But MGN still remains somehow the best. First, they have the money. Secondly, they have the platform because, they have a TV station and the rest. Although they may need to sack everybody and employ new people for that MGM production. But I just feel like they have more stability to run. Yeah, I might be wrong, but I just feel like they have more money to run it without having to extort the contestants, right? So that's what I feel. The next in line obviously is Nigerian Queen. For me, of course, there is no male pageant I'm thinking of right now, but Misters of Nigeria is fast rising. And from what we've done so far, everyone can see it, and it's totally different. Yeah. So I think these 2 pageants, they are doing great, but I'll say my best remains MBGN. But just because me now I'm in production, I know what is needed and what is, when you don't have that money and you depend on people, you might just be tempted to extort your winners or contestants, But
you think this is what's happening, in other pageants?
Of course, we don't have a lot of pageants don't have sponsors, so sometimes their only alternative is just a contestant. I feel, right? We don't do that, right? We don't even sell forms, right? But some pageants, it happens, we all know this, but I just feel like MBGN, I mean, Senator Ben Bruce is there. There's money, you know?
Okay, I have my own opinions, but
yeah.
I'm just, not going to say anything.
Okay.
So you didn't name your worst?
Yeah, I cannot remember the names, but the pageant them that we all know the names. They are not my words, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. So, as usual, we have our jars where we have list of games in it. And he's gonna pick 2 games, and whichever he picks, we'll play. I'm just saying this in case you're new to the show. Are you ready to pick?
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm gonna shake it very well so you don't see I'm cheating.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, here we go.
That one.
Okay. Let's see what this is. Song association. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna just give you a heads up of how this game works.
All right.
We'll be given some words and we'll have to sing a song that has the word in it.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I get it.
Are you ready to battle with me?
Shall I give me words? Wait, I'll give you words, Swaggy.
They'll give me, I don't get to pick the words or choose the words. So we'll be given and the both of us will have to sing.
Okay, great.
Make sense?
Let's do it.
Okay.
And you can sing.
No, it's not even about the vocals right now. It's about you knowing what you're singing.
Yeah.
Every day I think of you, every night.
That was loud, I can't remember.
Hey, oh my God. Wait on me when you're not strong. Sorry. Wait. We fucked up.
There's this Nigerian song, they used to say, wait, they will not continue, they will not start.
Wait! Something fish is going down. Hey, why did I not remember?
That's what I wanted to sing. Okay, let's go.
You are
Give me something light. Give me something.
Jesus. What did you say?
I was singing that Something Light song. Who sang that song?
Hey.
I got it right?
You got it? Oh my God. Okay, 1-1.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus, 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 Jesus. I love to praise your name. I love to sing your praise. Anyway,
I'm gonna give me bottom better.
He got it.
3 waiting.
Nice one. Valley of the Shadow. Shoot.
Now you call finish work.
Even though I walk through the valley of...
It's freestyle.
Oh no, come on, that one. No, that one is not nice.
Kimani killing show. Are you feeling the Kimani killing show? Killing show.
Come on here. Oh, that was nice.
I won, guys.
Oh my God.
Give me my prize. What's it? I won, right? I won, Abby.
I'll give you that. So now, Somto, we'll be picking the next game that we'll be playing. Are you ready?
Always.
Okay.
All right, this one.
I didn't shake it very well. I'm sure you're gonna pick a good one.
Yeah.
What is this? The balloon blow. Ooh, I think I'm very good at this one, so I'm quite confident.
Are you sure?
So we have our table set, and I must say, this is probably one of the most picked games on the show, and I love it. So here's how we're gonna play it. We'll just blow into the balloons and use it to push out the cups out. So if you get to do that, finish pushing out your 7 cups, then you win. If I do, I win.
Sounds challenging, but we're good.
Okay, let's do this.
You are touching it too.
I swear. Wow, my oh my god! No! What's going on? Oh, no! I think... No. This is actually not good.
Wow.
What? No, there's something wrong. Okay.
Amazing.
You are the first guest on the show who has won me like 2 games. Wow.
Proud of me. Thank you.
Okay, that was a very, very interesting one, and thank you so much. Oh my God.
You know the good thing?
I feel like we need a rematch.
But you know the good thing?
What?
This game has just proven to me that you don't have to doubt yourself. Like, I literally thought I've not done any of them before, so I really didn't know I could do it. It's not like because I won, but I'm proud. Yeah.
Nice. Good one. I am not that happy. I'm just joking. I'm very, very happy. It was a good game, and congrats. The first,
Where's
actually,
the cash?
you
Where's the
are
prize?
you are our first male pageant king, and you also are the first one to beat me in both games. Wow!
I'm the first son too.
High five! Like,
thank you.
nice one. Like, you know, I am speechless, but I'll give you that. So let's get back on the show. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was so much fun, like always. I mean, you guys already know that was my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
That was great. That was
Yeah,
great.
I had fun too. Yeah.
Anyways, now I get to recrown Somto because you know me, like I love to do this to my past and even current kings and queens. So I'm recrowning you because once a king,
Always a king.
yes. Oh, that is so sweet. I love having you on the show. It was really, really interesting. Thank you once again for the advice and also for sharing your pageant stories before and after your crown.
Thank you so much for having me. Amazing.
You're welcome. So we've come to an end of the show, and it's been fun and enlightening having Somto on the show, our very first pageant king on the show, actually.
My pleasures.
So do not forget to like, subscribe, comment below. As always, please make sure you do that. And also follow me on Instagram at EVA_young and Somto at Emmanuel Somto on Instagram. And I'll see you on the next episode. Love you. Mwah.